What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Jose Show. Happy Thursday. All right, now let's get into the hot business. Now let's talk about Selena Gomez. So Selena Gomez is now engaged. So Selena Gomez is ready to take her relationship with Benny Blanco to the next level. She has officially announced her engagement to the music producer. Well, apparently the Only Murders in the Building actress posted the happy update on her Instagram Wednesday evening, sharing an up-close look at her sparkling diamond ring, which happened to be a marquise-style stone. Alright, so apparently the former Disney Channel star also gave a glimpse at the sweet proposal, sharing a pic of herself lovingly staring at the ring while enjoying an outdoor picnic where the couple feasted on Taco Bell and other goodies, it seems. Alright, so alongside the upload, she wrote "Forever begins now." So Benny was feeling equally giddy by the update, adding in the comments, "Hey, wait, that's my wife." Alright, so Selena and Benny first started dating in July of 2023, though they actually first met decades prior when Selena Gomez first began pursuing music seriously. The pair went on to collaborate on the song "I Can't Get Enough," but their partnership didn't turn romantic until last year. Alright, so the twosome sparked engagement rumors earlier this year when Selena notably covered her ring finger with the heart emoji and one eyebrow-raising mirror selfie. She was later spotted rocking a gold band on that same hand, further fueling chatter that she and the hitmaker were planning to walk down the aisle. Alright, so while the couple didn't address the speculation at the time, both Selena and Benny made it clear they were serious about one another, gushing about their relationship in the press on more than one occasion. Okay, so congratulations to the happy couple. Alright, so this makes me happy that Selena Gomez is happy and that she is engaged, because I believe that Selena Gomez deserves a moment like this for once and for all, because she is an amazing woman, she is a highly talented woman, and also she is highly intelligent. And you know, after so many years of sadness, so many years of miserability, I believe that now she is finally seeing the light outside of the dark tunnel, especially because let's remember that Selena Gomez has gone through so much with her relationship with Justin Bieber in the past, and also let's remember that she had kidney problems in the past, that one of her friends ended up donating their kidney to her back in 2017, I remember. And let's also remember that Selena Gomez has also been dealing with a lot of, depression, because of course she has been super depressed about a lot of other things that have also happened with her life. And also, I believe she also has a bipolar disorder, if I'm not mistaken. So there's also that. So I believe that now it is about damn time that Selena gets to be seeing all of the shine, all of the light. And I'm pretty sure that this relationship with Benny Blanco is going to last forever, because I have noticed that Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco have been so happy to be together. And I believe that she's even more happy to be with Benny Blanco than she was with Justin Bieber in the past. I can definitely tell. And you know what I also noticed is that Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez have been dating for like about 2-3 years, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, that's already coming to show how serious this relationship is and how much they have been dedicating towards one another and loving towards one another. And it really didn't seem like it to me that they were going to break up at all, because I didn't see any signs of any miserability, not just from Selena Gomez, but also from Benny Blanco. And last but not least, what I also noticed is that now that Selena Gomez is taking a break from music and she basically has more time for herself, now basically is the perfect time for her to be engaged, especially because I'm sure that in the near future, she's going to have the time to have a wedding with Benny Blanco. And by wedding, I mean a huge wedding, to the point that she's going to be having a bunch of people in her wedding. It's going to be at a beautiful big place, maybe in Beverly Hills, Italy, France, who knows. And what I am definitely sure is that Taylor Swift is going to be one of the invites to this wedding, because Taylor Swift is Selena Gomez's bestie. They have been besties for the past 15 years now, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm sure that Taylor Swift is going to be one of the flower girls. And I'm sure that Taylor Swift is going to be one of the bridesmaids because of how close they are as friends. So there's also that. And Taylor Swift did comment under the post last night anyway, saying that she's going to be the flower girl anyway. So there's that. But anyways, I can already imagine too that the cast of the Wizards of Waverly Place is also going to be there for Selena. So it's going to be so insane, man. Maybe Nick Jonas might be there. Maybe Joe Jonas might be there. Maybe Kevin Jonas as well. Maybe, who knows? Maybe Justin Bieber might be there too. Who knows? I mean, I understand it might sound a little bit, weird that, your own ex might attend your own wedding. But I mean, what happened in between Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez happened way in the past. And I'm pretty sure that they are way over that by now. That now I'm sure they're just, really good friends or really good acquaintances, that now Justin Bieber wants to see Selena Gomez happy and, move on with her life, just like he has moved on with Hailey Bieber. So that's what I'm saying. But anyways, congratulations though to Selena Gomez and to the one and only Benny Blanco. This is amazing. Now on to the next topic. Now let's talk about Vanderpump Rules star James Kennedy. So Vanderpump Rules star James Kennedy is in trouble with the law. TMZ has learned the Bravo personality has been arrested for misdemeanor domestic violence. So law enforcement sources told TMZ Burbank, California police were dispatched to a home in the area Tuesday night after receiving a call about an argument between him and a woman. So we're told a witness saw Kennedy and the woman arguing, with the reality TV star allegedly grabbing her at one point, though we're told officers did not see any visible injuries on her. So it's worth noting Kennedy and his girlfriend Ally Lou Burr appeared to attend a holiday party at Kathy Hilton's home the night of the arrest. So after investigating the situation, police say they determined it was a domestic incident, leading to the DJ being arrested for misdemeanor domestic violence. Okay, so sources say Kennedy was released after posting $20,000 bail. Okay, so this is really insane. And very sad at the same time that this whole entire beautiful day at being at Kathy Hilton's party turned out to be a whole disaster after all. Because I believe that after a party, you're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to be so, an enjoyment because you got to be spending the time with your couple, especially at a really beautiful party like that. In the end, instead of ending everything with an argument, especially with a physical altercation with your own spouse or with your own significant other. Like, it's just so darn sad and it's so darn ridiculous. Like, we need to be more mature and we need to handle stuff in a very civil way because that is the key in life. But unfortunately with James Kennedy, he couldn't handle his own freaking temperament, that he went off and did his shit anyways, and he thought that he was gonna win by doing so anyways. But he didn't win anything. He actually lost and he ended up behind bars. And now this idiot is expecting charges that I'm pretty sure are going to affect him for the rest of his life. And it's not just going to affect him personally, it's also going to affect him professionally. Because I'm afraid that because of this, he's not going to be back on Vanderpump Rules anymore. And that's if he's even planned to be returning to Vanderpump Rules. And if he isn't, by the way, then he's not going to get any more opportunities in TV anymore, because I don't think that the Hollywood business wants to be hiring somebody that just got arrested, especially for domestic violence. I mean, I've already seen it in the past with several celebrities where they are no longer working for a certain project anymore because of their arrest, especially when it comes to domestic violence. So with all of this being said, this is a really good example that we as people, when we are facing situations like this, that is the perfect time to either separate or to walk away, and that is it. Okay, instead of ruining or harming your own life. Okay, and of course, other people's lives. All right, now on to the next topic. Now let's talk about Paris Hilton, shall we? So Paris Hilton just hit a major milestone. After tirelessly lobbying for children in the welfare system, her legislation was officially passed by the U.S. Senate overnight. So not only that, but Hilton's Stop Institutional Child Abuse Act passed unanimously with all 100 senators on board, making it an absolute win for legislation deeply personal to her after she bravely shared her own painful experiences of abuse at a young age. So apparently the bill still needs to go through the U.S. House of Representatives to reach President Biden's desk, but Paris is riding high. So she shared the good news on Instagram Thursday, posting a clip of her lobbying and testifying before Congress. Paris gushed in the caption about the milestone huge win for protecting kids in youth residential treatment facilities, sharing she couldn't have dreamed of a more powerful moment to impact the very system that once harmed her. Okay. So as TMZ reported, Hilton's bill was introduced over a year ago and she's been working overtime to get it passed. Along the way, she bravely detailed the physical, emotional, and sexual abuse she endured at a youth residential treatment facility. Okay, so Paris has previously accused Utah's Provo Canyon School of being more like an obedience camp where students were locked up for 20 hours at a time and regularly demeaned by staff. Okay, so this is really cool that Paris Hilton's law is actually going somewhere here, because I believe that children deserve to be treated well and not to be abused. Because I have seen so many sad stories and I have heard so many sad stories of kids getting abused, especially by their own parents, and it is so freaking disgusting and it's so freaking scary, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that children deserve to live their own childhood. They deserve to, live their own life, and they deserve especially to feel comfortable because they are just children, okay? And also, with them getting abused at such a young age, not only are they being scared, but also these children are getting traumatized because then later on, they're not going to be able to socialize with anybody. Then they're not going to be able to have confidence to be interacting with anybody, especially. And then the next thing you know it, they're not going to have confidence with themselves either, to the point that they're going to feel super hopeless and worthless because of the horrible treatment that they've been having. And let's also remember that since these kids end up getting abused, that could also lead to a really bad example to these kids on what to do as adults and as parents, because God forbid that these same kids that are getting abused end up being parents one day, and then they end up turning into abusive parents, and then later on they end up getting arrested or in trouble because of what they did. So yeah, basically, unfortunately, what happens with adults can end up happening with children when they grow up, and it ends up being so horrifying. So with all of this being said, all of these things when it comes to abuse needs to freaking stop, and Paris Hilton is finally, stepping her foot down, and she is saying it like it is over in the White House, so that way everybody can listen to her and turn this into law. Now, I'm really hoping, by the way, that this law ends up getting passed by the House of Representatives, so that way Biden can sign it into law, so that way we can really set it really well that children should not be abused at all. And you know what? I believe that the same thing needs to go towards these private schools, because I believe that I heard that unfortunately with private schools nowadays, it's still legal for kids to get hit even though they are misbehaving simply, and I just think that's just so darn cruel, because I believe that in schools, no kid should be abused at all. Every kid deserves to feel comfortable and safe, even though they are misbehaving, unfortunately, but, still comfortable and feel good in their space, and, just get a little warning, and that's it, or kick them out of the school. That's another thing, but no physical harm whatsoever towards the kids, because kids are kids after all, okay? We are not in the 1960s. We are not in the 1970s. We are in 2024, where everything needs to be regulated towards children. Okay, now on to the next topic. Now let's talk about Sam Asghari. So Sam Asghari looks committed to Brooke Irvine because she's posted several pics of the two together and they're looking loved up on vacay. Okay, so the realtor who was private on Instagram has posted a few photos of the two on vacation in recent days, including one yesterday where Brooke, clad in baby blue workout gear, leaped onto Sam's shirtless chest on a beautiful sandy beach. Okay, so Britney Spears' ex, hubby, and Brooke are nose to nose in the pics, and though not locking lips, the two look ready to finish off their picturesque embrace with a smooch. Okay, so just last month, Irvine shared a picture alongside her man from inside a hotel room, his hand around her waist, and a tiny heart added to the pic. So, however, Sam's face was partially blocked by Brooke's, whereas the pic on the beach fully shows Sam Asghari's face in all its stubbled glory. Alright, so it's unclear where exactly Sam and Brooke were hanging out in the photos, but it does seem like they're on vacation because Sam posted photos and videos from an idyllic island location in recent days. Okay, so anyways, TMZ spotted Sam and Brooke together multiple times over the past few months, engaging in some PDA while grocery shopping, leaving the gym together, and even attending the F1 race in Las Vegas as a duo. Okay, so if Brooke and Sam are together, then okay, that's cool. That's cool, but I'm hoping that Britney Spears won't look into any of these pictures because I just have a feeling that Britney Spears might get jealous if she looks at any of these pictures. I mean, I understand that Sam Asghari and Britney Spears no longer have anything to do with each other, but yet again, even after a divorce, you can still end up getting jealous about your own ex hanging out with somebody else and dating somebody else, because I have this feeling that after a divorce, you still have this spark for your ex. You still have this thing for your ex because, unfortunately, yes, you do divorce the person, but your brain does not divorce the person at all. And by that, I mean is that you still think so much about the person, you still have some things for the person, even though unfortunately you already know that you and the person no longer have anything to do with each other and this and that. And I think that if there were to be an encounter in between Britney Spears, Brooke, and Sam Asghari in some part of the US or wherever, it would be so awkward because then Sam Asghari and Brooke would just look at Britney Spears like, oh my God, what the hell is she doing here? And then Britney would be like, okay, this is just so darn weird that I am bumping into these two. I believe that I am the third wheel here because I have nothing to do with this guy anymore. I am a single woman now and I should just be focused on my kids and the end. And especially because we all know that Britney Spears loves to go out to a bunch of places. It's either Mexico, it's parts of the US, and who knows, maybe she even loves to go to other parts of the world too, like Indonesia, France, Italy, who knows? Just knowing how rich she is and just knowing how much she is of a vacation goer anyways. And also, let's remember that, if Sam Asghari is really dating this girl, Brooke, I'm not sure if this couple is really going to last. And that's if they are a couple, by the way. Because, things did not last in between Sam Asghari and Britney Spears. Let's remember because, there was just some weird drama going on in between the both of them. And if things really don't last in between Sam and Brooke, if they are dating, by the way, then I believe that it's just going to be an ongoing situation for Sam Asghari. He's just going to be going towards another girl, then another girl, and then another girl. And then it's going to be, very miserable for Sam because basically, usually when a guy does that, a guy doesn't really, know what they want, supposedly, because basically they are just trying to get over the previous relationships, I believe, and they're basically, trying to find love, even though they're not exactly finding the love with these people since they keep on breaking up with these people, if I'm making sense. So with all of that being said, I believe that Sam would have to take a break from the dating scene if he ends up not lasting with this Brooke chick, and he is just gonna have to focus on himself. That's all I have to say. But anyways, on to the next topic. Now let's talk about Papoose and Remy Ma. So one of hip-hop's favorite couples, Papoose and Remy Ma, confirmed their split in an explosive social media spat this morning, and all the gloves are off. Well, apparently, Remy woke up and chose violence by bombing first with alleged text messages between pop and superstar boxer Claressa Shields that popped the lid off his affair. So apparently the Bronx rapper is known for never backing down in rap battles and proceeded to walk Shields down on her Instagram, claiming the gold medal Olympian got scary and kept hanging up once the cheating was discovered. Remy alleged Pop fell asleep on the phone with Claressa while at their house, a house that she owns, and he refuses to leave. So Clarissa laced up and shot back at Remy, calling her jealous of Pop while having two boyfriends of her own. So another series of texts alleged that Clarissa was in panic mode over her upcoming film, The Fire Inside, starring Ryan Destiny. And it might not be the promo they wanted, but it's the promo they're gonna get with all this scandal, apparently. So Remy maintained that she's monogamous at all times, but says Pop's been trying to sabotage her behind the scenes, allegedly setting traps with his side chicks in attempts to get her arrested. Okay, so Pop broke his silence on the situation, painting Remy Ma as a lying, cheating manipulator, the usual stuff, but he tells the public he's been asking Remy for a divorce numerous times, only to watch her cheat with battle rapper Easy the Block Captain while Pop watches over the 6-year-old daughter they share together. So TMZ touched on Remy and Pop's rocky road around this time last year, and clearly things haven't improved. Okay, so apparently this is very sad that Remy Ma and Papoose are going at it with each other. I believe that there should just be peace in between the both of them, ladies and gentlemen, because ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to a cheating, when it comes to a split, come on now. There should just be, yes, of course, a disagreement, because I mean, who doesn't get very upset when it comes to a split and when it comes to cheating? Don't get me wrong. But also, there should just be peace already, because what are they going to do now at this point? Are they going to, I don't know, uncheat the situation? Are they going to go back in time and make sure that it never happened? No, I mean, what happened, unfortunately. And it really seems like it to me that Remy Ma and Papoose are going to have to just, forget about the situation, move on, and, just go their separate ways. Because that's like the only thing that they can do in order to keep things in peace. Now, especially because they share a 6-year-old daughter together. That 6-year-old don't want to be seeing no fighting, and that 6-year-old definitely does not want to see any physical violence in between her own parents, because that's really traumatizing and that's really sickening. And Remy Ma and Papoose, by the way, man, they really should not even make any publicity about any of this to begin with, because the only thing that they're doing, man, is they're just causing so much stir with everybody. Now, everybody's just laughing at them for all of the stuff that they're posting on social media about their split. They're just making themselves look worse than the freaking Kardashians, or worse than freaking Raquel Leviss and Tom Sandoval. That's all they're doing. And that's just so darn weird. That's just so darn ridiculous and all freaking levels. I think that if they want to be handling their shit, then they should handle it in private. But like I said, handle it peacefully. And also, I just knew that Remy Ma and Papoose were just not for each other to begin with, because I just noticed that that was just a chaotic relationship what they just had, and the next thing we know, Remy Ma's gonna be writing a song about this, and she's gonna be dissing, and she's gonna be talking about the girl that the guy cheated her with, and this and that, and then Papoose is maybe gonna do the same as well. And, it's going to be, an ongoing situation, and it's going to be, a lot of cuss stuff in there. And no. It's going to be a disaster. That's going to be very confirmed right there. It's going to be a disaster. And, this is going to last for a while, because we're already seeing it going at a very violent way here when it comes to the confrontations on social media. I don't want to even know what's going to be next when it comes to these confrontations, though. I just don't want to know, because, I can already imagine, too, that maybe Remy Ma and Papoose are going to be, hitting one another, and they're going to be, I don't know, but what I can say, though, is that I feel like if Remy Ma and Papoose are going to go their separate ways, then they're going to have to go their separate countries. And, Remy Ma's going to have to move to freaking China, and Papoose is going to have to move to freaking France or Italy. I think that's like the only way that can separate those two crazy poo-poos from fighting with each other physically, and maybe hopefully through social media too, if China doesn't really have any social media over there when it comes to the Instagram and the you-know-whats. I don't know. But anyways, This is insane, man. This is freaking insane. And that's all I have to say about this. Now on to the next topic. Now let's talk about P. Diddy. So Diddy's facing multiple new sexual assault lawsuits with 3 unnamed accusers claiming the mogul drugged and raped them, and these individuals are alleging the assaults happened much more recently than other claims he's facing. So TMZ has obtained multiple new lawsuits, all filed by the same New York-based attorney, not Tony Busby, with the unnamed plaintiffs all claiming Diddy drugged and then sodomized them, with the earliest claim dating back to 2019. So while there's nuance to each claim, they all share similarities, with the accusers saying they went to party with Puffy and his crew, 2 claiming they went to hotels with him, and 1 claiming they were raped at his residence in the Hamptons. So all 3 accusers say they accepted alcoholic beverages from Diddy before claiming they quickly became disoriented and passed out, only coming to when Diddy was sodomizing them. So one man claims the alleged rape was filmed by associates of Diddy, who then paid him $2,500 on behalf of Diddy. The other 2 accusers do not say they were paid. So according to the lawsuits, none of the alleged victims spoke up in the aftermath of the incidents due to fear and humiliation. Okay, so as we said, as TMZ said, 2 of the accusers claimed they were raped in hotels, with one saying Diddy sodomized him in his suite at the Park Hyatt Hotel on 57th Street, the same hotel where federal agents arrested Diddy in September. So this is really insane, and I am not surprised that P. Diddy is now getting 3 new accusations, because this man has done so much evil throughout the past few decades now, and I feel like all of this needs to be in huge punishment already. I feel like this man needs to be in prison for the rest of his own freaking life, so that way he can actually know how it feels to be suffering. And also, I really think, and I think it's so darn stupid, by the way, that this man was seen as this legendary rapper for a few decades now. He has been seen as this hero. He has been seen as this handsome, wonderful, awesome guy, when in reality, throughout that whole entire time, he wasn't doing awesome things behind the closed doors. And I am so glad that all of these things are being spoken out now. But what really sucks, though, is that all of these things are being spoken out just several years later instead of being spoken out in that very moment. Now, I completely understand as to why these victims did not go out and speak out about the situation in that very moment, because I can imagine that P. Diddy was threatening them that if they were to say something bad would happen to them. However, I do believe that yet again they should have had the balls to, go up to that courthouse and go up to the authorities and say it like it is. Because here is the thing, even though you are afraid to say what you went through, yet again the authorities have your back. They will protect you at all costs. Okay? The laws will protect you. Everybody that has to do with the law will protect you. So I don't really feel like there really was a really, really good reason to feel afraid, even though they were threatened by P. Diddy throughout the whole entire time that they were suffering through his abuses. I think too that since now he is getting 3 new accusations, there's no freaking way that P. Diddy is going to be out of this whole entire situation at all. I think that he's just going to end up in the freaking prison cell for the rest of his life. Because, the more he gets accusations, the more fuel is being added to the courthouse, the more fuel that is being added to the police here. So, I feel like he has more to lose than to win at this point. And he can go off and say whatever the hell he wants about these accusations, that these accusations are bogus and that they're this and that. But if I were him, I would just keep my mouth shut and I would just, admit to the freaking consequences and admit to the freaking truth. Because, that's like the only thing that he can do at this point anyways. So, anyways, I believe too that it's just so darn scary, by the way, that he did these things to these victims at a hotel, by the way, by drugging them and raping them. Because, just having to be in a hotel where you are just, trying to mind your own damn business and you're, basically with somebody that you feel like you trust, apparently, or you're with someone that you don't even trust and you were forced to be in there. And then all of a sudden, this person hands you a drug. And then all of a sudden, you get unconscious and then the person rapes you. And then you wake up and you're with no clothes on next to the person. And then later on, you're like wondering what the hell happened and you're horrified. And that's exactly what these poor victims were going through with this horrible guy. So it's really something, especially to all of the people out there that really have been going through the situation. It's really something. So anyways, good luck to this case, and may P. Diddy rot in prison. Now on to the next topic. Now let's talk about this upcoming year's Critics' Choice Awards. So this upcoming year's Critics' Choice Awards just announced their nominations this morning, and apparently the movie Emilia Perez is leading the nominations with 11 nominations. One of them is Zoe Saldana for Best Supporting Actress, and of course the movie for Best Picture, and of course Best Ensemble. So another movie that is also sweeping the nominations is Wicked, with also 9 nominations, and one of them is for Best Supporting Actress for Ariana Grande, and Best Actress for Cynthia Erivo, Best Ensemble for the cast of Wicked, and of course Best Picture for the movie Wicked. Okay, and upon the other nominees are Gladiator 2, of course, Deadpool, and many other movies that have been definitely a huge success this year. So congratulations to all of the nominees on their nominations for this upcoming year's Critics' Choice Awards, which will be amazing. And by the way, they are going to be aired on January 12th at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the E! Network. All right. Now, that is it for today's show, ladies and gentlemen. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's lovely episode of The Jose Show. Till next time, and peace.